What if increasing your daily walks after 70 isn't helping, and might even be slowing your progress? For years, the message has been clear: walk more to maintain your health. But now, a growing number of physicians are offering a new perspective. Walk less and begin focusing on what actually protects your body in your 70s and beyond. That doesn't mean walking is harmful. It means that your body changes with age, and it has different priorities now. If you're still relying on walking as your main form of exercise, you could be overlooking 5 key strategies that truly determine how long you stay strong, steady, and mentally sharp. In this video, we'll explore 5 vital habits that become even more important than walking once you're in your 70s. These insights aren't speculation. They're based on cutting-edge research into aging, movement, cognitive health, and long-term autonomy. Stick with us until the end, because shifting your focus to these 5 habits could greatly improve your quality of life, help prevent injury, and even add years to your independence. Number 1. Strengthening your legs through resistance work. A common misconception about aging is the belief that walking alone keeps your legs strong. While it certainly has benefits, walking by itself doesn't stop the muscle decline that speeds up after 70. What your legs really need is resistance, something that challenges the muscles to stay firm, functional, and dependable. Without that, even a daily hour-long walk may not protect the muscles responsible for keeping you balanced and secure. Consider Martin, 77, who used to walk 3 miles each day without missing a beat. He felt good about his routine and assumed it was enough to keep him fit. But gradually, he struggled to rise from soft chairs. Climbing stairs made him uneasy, and one day he lost his balance while trying to reach for a box on a low shelf. That's when his doctor explained a surprising truth: walking doesn't activate all the key leg muscles needed for true stability. Martin had stamina, but he was losing strength where it mattered most. Your hips, thighs, and knees rely on specific muscle groups that walking doesn't fully engage. That's why you need focused movements like bodyweight squats, seated leg lifts, resistance band exercises, and heel raises. There's no need for heavy lifting or a gym membership. Just doing gentle strength-focused exercises 2 to 3 times a week can make a significant difference. What counts is being consistent in targeting both the front and back of your leg. Here's the reality: when your legs remain strong, so do you. You move with ease, you get up without strain, and you reduce your risk of falling. A solid lower body helps preserve your freedom for longer. Walking benefits your heart, but muscle strength keeps you steady. If you've been avoiding resistance exercises because walking seems sufficient, now is the time to give your legs the focused care they deserve. After a lifetime of supporting you, they've earned it. Number 2. Exercises to improve balance and coordination. After 70, balance becomes one of the most commonly ignored aspects of health. Many people assume that if they're walking regularly, their balance must still be intact, but that's often not the full story. Walking tends to follow a steady rhythm, one step after another, usually on flat surfaces, and often in familiar environments. But real-world balance demands more. It requires adaptability, quick responses, and the ability to stay steady when the unexpected happens. And unless you're actively working on it, you may be losing that skill without realizing. Let's take a look at Linda, age 80. She took great pride in her daily loop around the neighborhood. Her pace was steady, her energy was good, and she rarely felt winded. But one day, when her grandson dropped a toy in the kitchen and it slid toward her, Linda stumbled and fell. It wasn't because she lacked strength or coordination. It happened because her body hadn't practiced how to respond to sudden shifts. Her reflexes had dulled, though she hadn't noticed. Balance training doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. Standing on one foot while brushing your hair, walking toe-to-toe down a hallway, or practicing gentle routines like Tai Chi or slow-controlled marching in place. These exercises strengthen the tiny stabilizer muscles in your hips and ankles, and they retrain your brain to react faster in unpredictable moments, like when you catch your foot on a mat. Balance work keeps you on your feet instead of landing on the floor. What matters most is building these habits into your weekly routine. Not just assuming your balance is fine, but actively testing and improving it. Because falls are the top cause of serious injuries for people in their 70s and older, and they're not always due to frailty. They often result from just one instant of loss of control. This is why walking alone isn't enough. You also need exercises that teach your body how to react, recover, and stay balanced no matter what happens. So ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you stood on one leg or made a quick turn without reaching for support? These aren't just playful drills. They're skills that can save your life. And the more you practice now, the better prepared you'll be to avoid a fall that could take months or longer to heal from. If you're still watching and these ideas are resonating with you, type the number 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos. Your engagement helps us keep making meaningful content to educate and uplift. Now, let's keep going. Number 3, preserving your joints through low-impact activity. As we grow older, our joints bear the burden of every movement. They have absorbed a lifetime of steps, effort, and wear. And while walking has clear advantages, too much of it, especially on firm pavement, can gradually wear away the cushioning cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles. Once you're over 70, it's no longer about simply moving more. It's about moving in smarter ways. For many older adults, shifting away from repetitive, high-impact motion to gentler, joint-preserving activity becomes one of the most valuable transitions they can make. Take Robert, age 73, who used to trek 5 miles a day through his neighborhood. It was his go-to routine, but gradually his knees began to protest. He started noticing more popping sounds when rising to stand. Stairs became more of a challenge, and eventually he stopped his walks, not out of choice, but because of the pain. His physician pointed out something unexpected. The issue wasn't the walking itself. It was how he was walking. Extended treks on hard surfaces with tight joints were applying steady, damaging pressure on cartilage that was already wearing thin. That's why low-impact exercises become essential after 70. Activities such as gentle yoga, swimming, aqua aerobics, or using a recumbent bicycle help you stay active without grinding away at your joints. Even small actions like hip rotations, seated mobility drills, or mat-based stretches can offer relief and flexibility without the damage caused by long walks on unforgiving ground. The aim is to remain active, but to do so in a way that honors the architecture of your aging body. This doesn't mean walking should stop entirely. It just means it shouldn't be the only thing you rely on for fitness. And it definitely shouldn't be done without offering your joints the care and support they need. That care includes warming up before moving, wearing shock-absorbing footwear, avoiding uneven terrain if it brings discomfort, and tuning in when your body speaks, not pushing through pain blindly. Too many people keep walking thinking they're being healthy, while their joints are quietly asking for relief, or at least a different approach. Longevity doesn't come from sheer endurance. It comes from preservation. If you want your knees, hips, and ankles to support you through your 80s and beyond, treat them like the priceless assets they are. Choosing to walk less doesn't mean surrendering. It means adapting. And your joints will be grateful for every step that honors that choice. Number 4, keeping your brain active through deliberate mental engagement. When people think about staying healthy after 70, most immediately focus on physical fitness. But one vital area is often overlooked: your mind. The brain is much like a muscle. It thrives on use and challenge. While walking helps your circulation, it doesn't stimulate your mind in the same way that intentional mental activities do. And for older adults hoping to remain mentally sharp, alert, and adaptable, skipping brain exercise is one of the most common and costly errors. Consider Elaine, age 79. She went on walks every morning, stayed up to date with the news, and maintained her home without issue. Still, she began to feel uneasy. She was forgetting names more frequently, losing track of conversations, and occasionally blanking on her daily tasks. When she brought it up during a checkup, her doctor posed a simple but unexpected question. When was the last time you learned something unfamiliar? That question lingered. Elaine realized that while her body stayed in motion, her brain was running on routine. The fact is, your brain needs stimulation, curiosity, and mental effort to thrive. Trying a new game, cooking a dish you've never made, writing a handwritten note, or picking up a few foreign language phrases can activate regions of your brain that have long been idle. And it's not about getting it all right. It's about staying mentally involved. Engaging your memory, problem solving, imagination, and focus all contribute to building cognitive reserves that may help slow or even prevent signs of mental decline. Studies continue to show that regular, meaningful brain activity can lift your mood, boost your overall energy, and lower the chances of depression, which often goes unnoticed in older individuals. And unlike walking, which can turn into a passive habit, mental stimulation challenges your brain to grow and adjust. So if your days tend to follow the same rhythm, watching familiar programs, completing routine chores, or skimming the same types of headlines, it may be time to add something new. Try a crossword, recite a passage from memory, join a local discussion group, or take on a small challenge that stretches you just a bit beyond the usual. A thriving mind isn't built on repetition. It's shaped by curiosity, intention, and mental effort. And the more you offer your brain the stimulation it seeks, the more it will repay you with clarity, confidence, and deeper connection in the years to come. If you're still watching and these points are striking a chord, type the number 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support makes it possible for us to keep bringing you helpful and encouraging content. Now, let's continue. Number 5. Supporting your heart through posture and breath. At first, posture and breathing might seem too basic to have a real impact, but after 70, these subtle habits take on a major role in protecting your heart, brain, and overall vitality. You could be walking daily and still feel short of breath, dizzy, or drained, and the cause isn't always weak muscle. More often, it's related to how you breathe and how you carry yourself. Many older adults were never shown how to breathe fully and deeply. Over the years, shallow chest breathing and hunch posture often become second nature, limiting how much oxygen you take in and putting extra strain on your heart. Take someone like Harold, 78. He assumed his shortness of breath was simply due to getting older. He wasn't overweight, he didn't smoke, and his walking habits hadn't changed in years. But during a post-surgery rehab session, his therapist noticed a different issue. Harold's shoulders slumped forward, his chest collapsed inward, and he breathed in quick, shallow spurts. He'd unknowingly spent years walking with poor posture. As a result, his oxygen levels were dipping during movement, forcing his heart to work harder than it should. With a few weeks of posture correction and deep breathing practice, Harold regained energy he hadn't felt in years. That's why belly breathing, also called diaphragmatic breathing, is such a powerful tool. It stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, helping you stay calm, sharp, and better oxygenated. It also improves blood flow and lowers your blood pressure. Pair this with proper alignment. Shoulders rolled back, chin parallel to the ground, spine lengthened, and you create the optimal conditions for your lungs and heart to operate at their best, especially during daily movement. This isn't about appearance. It's about making room inside your chest so your organs can function freely without unnecessary pressure. Here's what matters most. This kind of posture and breath work can be practiced anytime, anywhere, whether you're seated, standing upright, lying down, or even on a walk. The aim isn't flawlessness. It's forming a regular habit. Spending 5 minutes each morning practicing deep breathing, checking your posture throughout the day, and lightly opening up your upper back and chest can shift how you feel by the end of the day. These aren't flashy routines, but they build the groundwork for vitality, calm, and cardiovascular support. So next time you're short of breath or low on energy, even if you've exercised, don't simply chalk it up to aging. Take a moment to observe how you're sitting, how you're standing, and more than anything, how you're breathing. Because sometimes the greatest impact on how long and how well you live doesn't come from distance walked, but from the depth of your breath when standing still. Final reflections. Now that you've heard these 5 key changes, take a moment to think about what they mean for your own well-being. Walking still has a role, but beyond 70, your health is about more than counting steps. It's about the strength in your lower body, the reliability of your balance, the way you protect your joints, the attention you give your mind, and the space you create to breathe fully. Each of these factors ties into your longevity and, more significantly, your quality of life. Many people stay in old habits, unaware that their bodies have changed. But you're not who you were at 50 or even 60. And that's not a problem. It's a message. It's a message of respect. Your body is smarter now, more sensitive in some ways, and more resilient in others. It deserves a new kind of care, one that listens, one that adapts, one that says, I'm not just trying to move more. I'm trying to live better. So if you've been keeping up a walking habit but still feel joint pain, low energy, or shakiness, it's not just in your head. Your body is calling for something beyond motion. It's calling for focused, thoughtful care. And the best part? You can begin today with a single balance drill, a round of mindful breathing, one decision to stand with intention. And tomorrow, your body will respond. It always does. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment and let us know one insight you gained and how you plan to use it. Your feedback matters to us, and your words inspire us to keep going. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue bringing you content that educates and uplifts. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you in the next.